Understood.
What about any interaction with the Cherokee Ranch? Mike?
Yes. We called that the Douglas Pasture that bordered the Cherokee. And that's where the heifers were kept. And I remember we kept the replacement heifers down there, and before the fall got too heavy, we would go gather them and bring them home, trail them all the way home from the Douglas Pasture, which is on the west side of Douglas Park. And an early storm came in, and we had to go get them, and it was, when we left here on horseback, it was 15 below zero. We rode across there. I remember being so incredibly cold and uncomfortable. And when we got over there, we built a fire because we were all so miserable. And we gathered them up and trailed them back here. I remember that. And anyway, that bordered the Cherokee Ranch.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
You take a look at that place, look right straight up the hill from where down in the valley up at the castle. So you can look down at us. You can also look up and see Daniels Park. You can also look down in to the ranch down there.
Mike?
There was an old barn that was on the Douglas Pasture that was interesting because it was made by a shipbuilder, and it was all, no metal in it. It was all made of wood, peg, dowels and things like that. Very interesting look inside. I'm sure it's long gone, but it was a beautiful building.
Still there.
Is it?
Still there?
It is still there.
Do you remember the silo?
No.
That's
Octagonal.
amazing.
Wood silo, octagonal shape.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because we had to
Right next to it.
go across, there was a bar on the west side of Santa Fe, and go across the bridge. I think in between the two bridges was a gate we had to go through and wind up back up through there in order to get there. We had to spray, I think it took a sprayer up there once or twice back up in there to spray the cows.
Yeah, that barn was built to last.
That was part of the Phipps Ranch too.
Still there.
And interestingly enough, the silo is built the same way as a ship. It's called a tongue lock silo. In Douglas County, there's only two of them. And one is still there. One is way down in the southern part of the county called the Lorraine Ranch. It's the only two that I know of that are in Douglas County. So, Mike?
Was the one you're talking about south of Castlewood Canyon?
Yes,
I
sir.
remember that one too. Because I worked on the Prairie Canyon after here too.
Yeah, the Lorraine Ranch is sometimes called the Red Gate Ranch. So, yeah, it's down at Lincoln Mountain and down in that area.